want to put Twitter on. What do I want to do? Hi Janet, how are you? How you doing? Streaming. You go there. Have to do Twitter, Twitter, whatever its friggin' name is. What is it with like faces randomly being itchy? It's like the worst thing in the world, and you suddenly just like doing all your normal business and stuff, and it's like, oh no. Don't know anything these days. Where's Battletech game? Battletech Streamlabs. There you go. And at some point I'll go from Battletech. I actually called it WoT at some point, and people were kind of angry at me. Okay, you go there. Put stream links there. Hello Damien, how are you? Hello Poland. How's Poland? I'm not sure how that's a conversation opener, but okay. What I have to do now is just to wait and see if the game's gonna load, because this ain't a very well optimized game. It ain't. Just saying. There we go.
Command interface initial.
Let's see where I am in relative to everything. Okay, that's all good.
Commander?
So we've got to blow up this convoy, and unfortunately, I just got back from
Standing by.
doing where the clans are, so I have this slight issue where I can only do low-level missions, and I'm literally in a 390-ton assault lance. So yeah, we're going to be up against mechs that are 30 tons for a while, because yeah. Like, this is just going to be seal clubbing for a while. At least we get to show off all the different weapons in WoT and stuff. For instance, I've got a heavy PPC, I get prototypes, I get medium arc pulse plans, I get clan missile launchers as well, which weigh half as much as the IS ones do, so it's far more efficient.
Critical hit, Commander.
I mean, that's not even the full arsenal of that thing to begin with. Like, that mech, if I was firing at it normally, would have just been basically crippled at this point, but
Waiting for orders.
of course it's not. We need to sprint.
Waiting for orders.
We need to keep going around, actually. Is there only one mech to deal with?
Quick step in it.
There you go. So I have an Atlas. It's a primitive chassis, but it apparently gives people the middle finger. It's got some heat exchangers and stuff. missile and energy targeting systems, electronic warfare suite. I have a Highlander that's a Royal Battle Mech, so it has improved heat management, has a heavy Gauss rifle apparently, has better ballistic stuff, Guardian, targeting computer, heat generation, and rough terrain. I also have a MaruaderII, which comes with this lovely amount of armament here, which you've already seen. And lastly, I have a Kingcrab, which has a ridiculous autocannon handling, but for the moment I'm not really able to particularly use any autocannons on it because I'm kind of in a shortage of clan autocannons, which, to be honest, once you go clan you can never really go back. It's like almost horrific how much better the weapons are.
Got it.
So let's just kill this stupid Firefly, then we'll move on to the rest of the lance. The only reason why I'm doing this is simply because I only need to hit this guy once, really. Oop. Bye bye.
Dead. You're dead.
Yeah, that's all we need to do, really.
Standing by.
This basically gives off a bunch of salvage, so I'm hoping there's going to be some clan tech weapons lying around, or at least weapons that are worth taking. Because I should actually have, I have another Kingcrab that's in the tech bay at the moment, so I'm not sure whether to replace the Atlas with it or the Highlander. I mean, the Atlas is a primitive chassis, so I don't think it mounts as much as it's supposed to, but then again, Kingcrabs are better than Atlases to begin with, so...
I'm here.
Oh man, that is some shit. That is some shit ability to hit. We're sprinting, the enemy's sprinted, they've... I mean, come on, game. I hope we do actually come against some decent enemies later on, because otherwise having to work for the Federated Sons and just being put up against light and medium lances the entire time is just painful. That's the only way to put it.
Critical hit, Commander.
And you see, the problem with light lances like this, it's not, well, they are kind of easy, but when they start sprinting around everywhere, it actually becomes a bitch to hit them. Can we shoot them? No, we can't. I'm better off moving all of my units through here anyway.
Orders.
Excuse me, good sir, do you have time to speak about our Lord and Savior High Explosive?
Did somebody want some pets? Hey, Comradson! How you doing? How you doing, Kuru?
I'm doing just fine.
Yay!
Of course I'm whining
I hit
and
something
shitty.
good.
I just got off work early just because I was feeling bad.
What can I do for you? Double time.
Have hugs for Kitty. Hug. Now's as good a time as ever to use some hand cream. Well, cream, regardless. You see some awesome destruction. You won't get awesome destruction until the Federated Sons are like, hey, maybe this mercenary lance of 100-ton assault mates could actually be more useful than beating up a couple of light and medium lances. Just saying, it might be more worth their time and effort. Because I've been working for Clan Diamond Shark and stuff for a while.
Fire in.
Although I will have to say that SRM6s with the 2+ weapon damage are literally the best missiles, literally like the best weapons in the game ton for ton. Like, you get 100 shots out of them, so it's like 17 reloads. It's, what, 6 times 8, which is, well, 6 times 10, that's 60 damage per missile pack. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's just completely screw over this server mech. Goodbye. Well, I don't think we'll ever have any ridiculous destructions, such as when I hit a catapult in the foot with a heavy PPC and touched off the ammo rack, which literally just completely blew up the entire thing. That was actually, that was pretty good.
Receiving you.
Awesome destruction is always fun. And then the only reason why I actually have LRMs on this instead of SRMs is simply because they're clan weapons. If you didn't know, clan weapons weigh half as much as IS ones do. Well, missile weapons anyway, so they're far more usable. Because 10 tons for an LRM-20 is... yeah, but 5 tons? Fuck yeah, I'll take it for 5.
I hear ya.
Then the only problem then becomes his ammunition. Okay, you can't move up there. Well, I'm gonna have to admit that most of the time it feels like I'm sprinting with my heavy mechs. Then again, the ridiculous pilot stats you get when they reach level 10, they already have like a 100% chance to hit. You then get the clan mechs and everything, cockpits and ECM systems and targeting systems, and then they do become a little bit ridiculous. Well, at least I hit the urban mech for 1 damage. He's going to be really screwed after that, isn't he? Kuru. Kuru.
Paris?
Pat, 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 pat. The hell did it shoot at me with? Is that an LBX? Oh, it's got an LBX AZ-10. That's not the greatest thing I've ever seen in the world, I'll tell you that. Alright, let's just walk past this guy. I actually need to get to the capture point. I'm glad that there isn't a number of turns. A number of turns, because when it comes to escort missions like this, it can get really dumb. Yeah, I can literally just use my large pulse laser and kill him.
Alright. Come on, people.
That'll work!
Let's make it happen. Mech destroyed. Commander.
Okay, let's see. And then I pretty much have Ace Pilot on all of my mechs to begin with. Simply because, well, you're able to just move after firing.
Copy that.
Like, you can immediately just repeat or something, and you are A-okay?
Smoked one.
So we get to some real opposition soon.
Copy that.
I mean, from what I know, usually it is like a light lance, a medium lance, and then a heavy lance or something afterwards. No one tells Spitfire I'm in fact not at home. Really? Where are you then?
I am still at work, but instead I am not working.
Okay. You're silly.
What can I do for ya?
Yeah, there's not much for me to do anymore.
This is the part of me which realised that I kind of want jump jets, but then I have so many weapons that I'd kind of prefer the weapons over the jump jets, but at the same time I prefer the jump jets because going through hilly stuff is a pain in the ass. Actually, I do have jump jets, but I think only my Marauder has them. Hey Scarman, how are you? Good, I'm actually feeling tired today. Oh yeah, the clocks were switched back, so it's technically more like 9 in the evening instead of 8 here, so... And then for some reason, somebody decided to wake me up at 6 in the morning, so thanks for that, dog. And then my mum made it worse by opening the door, to which the dog jumped on my face.
I hear ya.
Goddamn dog being all adorable and everything. Anyway, most of my experience with Battletech and stuff is that...
Yes, Commander.
It's a great game to stream because the battles take so... God, could I stop being so tired? Jesus. You're at the airport going home. Back to San Francisco then?
I'm receiving you.
Can we reach the escort point, please?
Orders.
No. No. Well, I imagine the escort point is probably going across there. I think. So it would be wise if we arranged our units to look in that direction. Preferably in pre-firing positions and on top of hills.
What's up, boss?
So we're able to just immediately fire down on the enemy and screw all their shit up. Right. You can stay there.
Yes, Commander.
Of course, me and the Atlas. I mean, contrary to what people believe, I actually thought the Atlas is a shit mech, to be honest. It's too big. Like, it's basically a giant fire magnet, and especially in games like MechWarrior and stuff, it just doesn't really carry that much firepower. It has, like, what, 2 ballistic, 4 energy, and 2 missile slots. So there's not really that much you can put on it.
I'm here.
You need to go for... Oh. Okay, you go there. And then we'll have one mech there, one mech there, and one mech there. So we can do like a giant crossfire of things. And then hopefully you can gun down the majority of the incoming lancers in the first wave or so.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, you can stay
Good
there.
to go.
You need to be over there. Anyway, I hope the escort lance is going to come this way, because if it's not, I'm going to be really annoyed. As far as I know, it's probably just going to be like a bunch of heavy mechs, but they're going to have like 25% of their armor, so the moment they get shot at, they're going to die a horrible screaming death. And...
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
There we go.
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Okay, they're over there. Cool. So it's mediums and probably a heavy. So with us we have an Orion, a Jaeger mech, which is going forward to engage the enemy for some unspecified and obnoxious reason. A Caesar, which basically looks like a fancy catapult. Yeah, if they all die, I'm gonna be incredibly pissed.
Commander. Receiving you.
So there's a 45-ton mech down there. I think this is the only mech I don't have tags on or anything, so
Firing on target.
this shouldn't go first. But I'd like to be able to shoot mechs without using the sensor lock. Like, I think sensor locks for now would be inadvisable, simply because I need to get as much firepower off the board as I can start. Okay, I should be able to kill that Vindicator in one go, and then hopefully this heavy lance will be the only ones. So we have 2 large blazers, nice pulse, and medium pulse.
Confirmed.
Come on, hit it in the rear, or the face, preferably. Or in the torso so we can blow out the engine. Come on. No, not yet.
Orders.
This guy's in a great firing position, look at this. That's the best shot I've ever done.
Good to go.
Where can you go though? Okay, the crab's just gotta go down. It's a, I mean this has a, I think it's a 320 engine installed. Let's have a look. What have you got? So you have a 300 engine. So 300 engine, 320 engine. My Atlas has a 320. and my Highlander has a 330. So even though the Crab has like a normal engine for its size, it's still slow as shit. Wait, I can't shoot it with the Gauss rifle? Really? They're out of range of the Gauss rifle? Never knew that. I'm not particularly sure how that works, considering wait, a machine gun can hit the Victor, but my frigging Gauss rifle can't? Okay. I'm not gonna... I mean, I'm glad the machine gun can, because critical hits. Lovely, but Jesus, really? Okay, more mechs. Right, Grasshopper. The term "I'm supposed to be escorting you" doesn't mean you're the one who brings all their mechs out. Just saying, dude. Okay, that was a heavy PVC. It's a 60-ton vehicle. I'm not sure how that Firebrand is still alive. The only question why it's still alive is it using an XL engine or not? Because if it isn't, this is going to be a pretty funny fight, because STD engines, in order to kill a mech without like the XL engine add-on, you have to critical the engine 3 times. You have to hit it 1, 2, 3, or you can basically just blow the engine out by using like a machine gun or something, or something that does more criticals. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure it's just...
Yes, Commander.
I can't... Oh, there's a rock in the way, that's why. Fair enough. That's a 50% hit, really?
Moving out.
Okay, why is it only a 50% hit?
Locking on.
I mean, I'll fire all the weapons anyway, just to piss it off. I mean, Clan ATM-9s, to be honest, for their weight, they're better than LRMs. They use less ammo, they do more damage, but they do damage drop off at long range. But come on, when are you ever shooting LRMs at super long range? Most of the time they use like medium longish, so that drawback doesn't really matter much in the grand scheme of things.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Let's see what my crowd can do. Oh yes, this is beautiful, watch this.
All weapons
We
on
have
fire.
large heavy lasers as well, 90 damage.
And stay down.
That didn't even go through the center torso, that just immediately killed the thing. Like, look at these stats, okay. So we have a heavy PPC which is 100 damage, 2 large lasers which do 90 each, that's 280 damage. Then we have an AC-10 Ultra which does another 120 damage. So we have 400 potential damage of firepower right there.
I'm receiving you. What's up, boss?
Although for now I think the main thing is to at least shoot these mechs first, or get them into spawning range. I actually had a Marauder before, but it had, what was it? It was more of a SRM boat, but in the end it just wasn't as useful because it didn't have that long range firepower, and the fact that when the enemy comes into cover and stuff, those SRM6s go from doing 8 damage to 4, which ain't great, I have to say. Anyway, let's just shoot this trebuchet for the fun of it.
Acknowledge. Waiting for orders.
Never gets old doing that.
Alright.
Although unfortunately it looks like my Atlas is still at the back. But to be honest, if you're just starting out using the WoT mod, I would recommend starting off in the clans. And forgetting whatever the difficulty rating says, you don't want to do, I mean at best you can do like 2.5 starting difficulties when you start out, because you get a Stormcrow that has like 3 clan large lasers, which are amazing. It literally doesn't miss things. But the rest of your unit will be a bunch of light mechs.
Damage.
which are either stocked with weapons or they're too fast and they have no armor whatsoever. So what I did was that I started out in time territory for a while. I mean, I literally have full... I'm counted as an ally by Clan Diamond Shark, so I was with them for a while. And now I'm going to the Inner Sphere simply because there's more contracts available. The clans, there's a lot of tech and stuff, but there isn't that many contracts. Like, when you're just starting out, it's really difficult because 5-star, 4-star everywhere, and there's like 1 or 2 medium ratings, and like 1 which has like nothing on it. So it can get a little bit awkward sometimes. Anyway, if there's one good thing about WoT, you know there's assassination, headhunting missions. The mech or vehicle you're fighting actually stays to fight you instead of doing the retarded runaway thing. Like, I've had so many missions fail because it's simply like a super fast heavy mech and it just runs and I'm like, I can't catch it. Anyway. We have a... No, fuck it. Let's just fire the AC-20 at it. Oh, that's hilarious. Once you grab an Ultra AC-20, you literally never go back because you're doing like 200 and something damage per hit.
Commander.
I mean, with clan weapons and stuff, you can't get ones which are modified, so ones that have better damage, stability damage, etc. But they are generally lighter and better. It'll work out.
What can I do for you?
So we can just escort the rest of the Lance here, and then hopefully this will skyrocket my reputation with the Federated Suns, so we can start doing the old 100-ton versus battles again. It should be pretty cool. And the better thing about mechs when it comes to doing escort missions is that they don't have the retarded slow movement speed that vehicles do. Like, these can actually move for a forest. I'm sure we've all done the escort missions with the vehicles and it's like, kill me please, it takes so long. And then for me, I always miss one at the back and it's just like trailing along. And if you're doing assaults and stuff, it gets even worse because then you have to redirect this fucking 100-ton war machine to go back to basically get that last vehicle to go in. Yeah, I think this is it for now. I'm actually kind of surprised because I'm usually pretty sure there's usually like 3 waves of vehicles going on. But regardless, having had that happen to me a while, I'm just going to move up all my stuff anyway. I really don't want to be taken by surprise and have the enemy just slap right in front of me and all my mechs are like at the back. But that's always a pretty horrible thing to happen to you, because then you see all your hard work get destroyed by repeated salvos of fire that have just obliterated the people you were trying to escort. I'll say escort loosely, it's more like, please come over here so I can get paid. Anyway, this is just water, I'm not planning to get drunk tonight. Oh, glorious water. Oh, I've missed you. No, none of these mechs seem to be particularly good builds. Although, don't these guys have like dropships? Jesus Christ, look at this armor. So it has 2 AC2s, 2 medium pulsators, and 2 PPs. Oh, Firebrand is the Jaeger-mech hero from MechWarrior Online. But I don't remember having a pair of medium pulse lasers. I do remember having a pair of AC2s, and AC2s never really felt that great to me in just about any game. It's 7 tons for, what, 2 damage? you need like at least 3 of them for it to work, and even then you could just grab yourself like an AC5 or something and done.
Commander?
Yeah, so when I was doing Mech Warrior Online, I just refitted my Firebrand with 2 PPCs and 2 AC5s with 2 tons of ammo, and you could do about 30 damage every alpha, and you'd never overheat either.
Yes, Commander.
Because the Firebrand has improved PPC heating, I believe, so you could just fire over and over and over again at people. Well, I remember there was this one match in which I ran out of ammo for my AC5 and I was late, and there was this Stormcrow with no ammo either, so he just stayed inside my minimum range and I couldn't really do jack shit to him. It was actually pretty funny. The game ended in a draw. I actually want to play Mech Warrior Online again. The problem being for the game is that there's just too many one-shot builds running around. Like, I'm sure you've all seen the this Black Crow builds where people just get a Stormcrow and just strap it full of SRM6s, and well, I think that happened when the Solaris dropped, because everyone just refitted everything to have like one ton of ammo at best, and yeah, I didn't really, never played Solaris, never really found the point of it. There's a part of me that does worry, that does wonder about the creation of the Marauder II though. They basically made it a 75 ton mech, didn't do much, and it suddenly turned into a 100 ton mech.
Yes, Commander.
Why can't we have like a 100 ton Black Knight or something?
Good to go.
Or are we gonna question the logic of Battletech, a game which literally violates the laws of physics? Because apparently the heavy Gauss rifle's round is so heavy that despite being a friggin' Gauss rifle, it just drops off at range and does limited damage. Fucking hell, it's weird. Anyway, I think we're done. Unless the enemy decides to, you know, drop another lance on us, which will be annoying, but at least I'll be able to get more salvage that way, because here's like the problem when you're like higher end and stuff, because you do get the Omega mechs and stuff, mechs which can reach up to like 200 tons. So the problem with doing missions like these is that the salvage is basically worth it. You have enough double heat sinks. Oh, good, there's more. Yeah, you literally have like double heat sinks coming out of your ass. So the only things that matter is basically clan tech and shit. Oh, cool, there's a stalker. Why are you shooting at my Atlas? Oh, it hit the head of my pilot. Oh, only another 5 times and you'll be good, mate. Okay, so there's a stalker which has heat management issues. So here's the third lance. So there's a catapult, a stalker, a grasshopper, I think, and something else. They really want my Atlas. A German and the Italian walk into a bar and they say, okay, that French player over there, I'm going to go over top and you're going to go around bottom. That's actually what happens in World War II. It's a shame that only, like, I'm only getting stalkers showing up now, because they would have been a really fun thing to have when, you know, many moons ago according to the game, because now even 85 ton mechs are just, what's the point? I mean, there's those 3-month contracts you can get which makes you do like 3 missions in a go. The problem is that I just prefer the flexibility of being able to choose wherever I want to go, because once all those contracts dry up, well, what's the point? Okay, we can shoot that bushwhacker over there and we can shoot him, good. Can we fire with his? Okay, let's just tear his torso out.
All weapons are go.
Oh man, this is violence against small mechs. Did we kill it in the first try? Yeah, we did. There's your destruction, comrade. We literally just ripped somebody's guts out and splayed it to his face and then punched through his heart and made him shit it out.
Yes, Commander.
Anyway, let's see if we can do the same for this stalker. I don't think I'll be able to use offensive push against him, which is basically called shots, except offensive pushes actually do less. Alright, let's see if this will hurt him. 1, 2. Did it kill it?
Enemy eliminated. Yes, Commander.
Oh, that must have hurt. That's a big bruise to the ego there. Why is it so hard to hit a catapult though? Oh, target moved and is obstructed. Right. So, if we move... Okay. Okay, it's still 40%.
Waiting for orders.
So... Damn it, really? Wow, that is some shitty
Commander.
ability to hit things. So it's either the Black Knight or the Catapult. And neither of these guys have any particularly good stuff on them. These are just basic bitch models. I actually don't really have any need for these. Like, medium lasers? Well, that's 30-25, dude. Don't want it. Okay, let's sense a lot the Black Knight, and then we'll kill it with everything else.
Affirmative. Good to go.
And then let's use Warlord and ruin his day. Okay, let's see where 400 points of damage will get us, because we're going to rip his armor in half.
Commencing Alpha Strike. When I shoot you,
Oh man,
you'll
this is
take it
definitely
and
violence
like it.
against small mechs. Yeah, that'll work. I'm glad interception fire here isn't a thing like it is in Valkyrie Chronicles, because otherwise you could just imagine things getting murdered. Could you stop shooting at the Atlas, please? I know it's big and threatening and everything, but that doesn't have the biggest guns here by half. That's the Caesar in.
Damage minimal.
I mean, if this was like an actual assault lance, this would have gone a hell of a lot more strangely, but then the actual payout would have been worth it, because I'm going to get 24 pieces of salvage, and if this is all just basic bitch 30-25 equipment, I don't... Why should I have it? I mean, unless this is modified stuff, for instance, like a PPC that did 10 more damage and had 10 minus heat, I would take that. But if this is just going to be medium lasers and large lasers and LRMs, like, what's the point of... To be honest, we're actually better off just hitting this catapult now. Oh, that looks painful. Christ. I'm actually starting to get a little bit scared now of what the hell these things can do when you can actually do full damage with them. I mean, I could probably lock this Black Knight's head off. Can we lock his head off if we just fire everything at it? Just completely broke apart. Jesus Christ. Look at its wreckage.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, what is it doing over there? Anyway, I'm pretty sure I could probably just kill it with the lasers now.
Taking the shot.
The catapult's naked. It's bold. It's a boulder port.
Waiting on you,
Man,
Commander.
that pilot's got to be like, why did I take this mission? Why did I do this? Do I have like a small weapon I could just use to lop off the head or something?
Here we go.
Oh, well the engine's dead. Senatorso's alive.
See that? Did you see
I've actually encountered a really annoying, I think it's a bug, but if all you do to a mech is remove the pilot, the mech comes back and there's nothing left on it. Like somehow the pilot dying means that all the internals suddenly just explode of their own accord.
The objective is secured, Commander.
Yay, we won. And that right there, dropship taken off, is probably the reason why you can't command more units. Did we win? Oh, we won. There's always that little bit of weird empathy. Anyway guys, y'all, welcome to the stream and everything. Hi, my name's Spitfire. I'm probably the only transgender person who streams this. But yeah, hi. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I play many games at this point. If you want to help out with me getting college books for my biology course, that would be great. Oh, got nice Ultra AC20. Just saying, it always goes towards a good cause. Like I don't fuck around with the money people give me. Like I actually use it for something. I think 2+ extra recoil. Like that's 6 recoil for an AC20. So at best I can fire 1 shot, and then for like the next turn, nothing. So I mean, I could maybe use some of these for money, but decisions. Like, I'm kind of hoping to get that Black Knight actually, because that's actually worth something. So let's hope. Yes, there we go. If you lop off the mech's head, is that a prefrontal lop of it? I'm not even sure at this point, Janet. I don't know. Ooh, somebody messaged me on Skype. No, it's just a stupid Facebook thing. Facebook can eat a dick as far as I'm concerned. The only reason why I use it is to find memes and porn. Facebook's basically become the porn social media, to be honest. Like, they don't directly post it, they just give you the links. Porn. Oh cool, I got a Black Knight complete. And Grasshopper. So all I have to do now is just to repair the mechs and make money off of it, because I had to travel for like 120 days. And trust me, it was a long and painful excursion. So out of this, we should get 4 light PPCs, heavies, and a targeting computer. I normally repair the mech, strip it for parts and sell it. So this Black Knight, yeah, this thing got torn up pretty badly. So the most I'll get out of this is a small laser, but it still should be worth money. I mean, pro tip, if you're literally just going to Battletech, never do the missions for cash. Always do it for the maximum number of parts, because you can sell those parts and you will make an infinitely more money. this kaiju should be ready soon, and I'm going to strip my Highlander for parts.
Job's done, Commander.
So this Highlander, to be honest, I mean, the Highlander is so much better than the Banshee, it's not even funny. But in terms of mechs I would probably also keep Stalkers and Battlemasters. The rest, not really. None of them are particularly good. Okay, so the Highlander, I will store you. The Black Knight will sell for 1.6 million, which is cool. And so will the Grasshopper. Okay, let's see about what we're going to do with this then. So we have 2 ballistic, 6 energy, 2 missile, and 4 support hard points. Okay. So let's take the PPC and the RMs off. So, first thing to do is max armor everything, especially when it comes to assault mechs. The back armor, the ranges you open up on are usually a lot longer, and the enemy usually doesn't have fast mechs when it comes to like they just do the basic stock mechs, which have really shitty engines. So 320 engine comes as standard. Next we're going to put in a clan engine and figure out what we're going to do from there. So this thing, so this has reduced PPC heat generation, so that means clan PPC I'm not sure. There's a part of me that just literally just wants to use a bunch of like normal PPCs and stuff, but I think ER PPCs for now are probably going to be the thing I want. 65 damage. Set does 50. That does 55. Well, they do the same amount of damage and then same everything, so let's put 3 PPCs on. Next, I think using large lasers is probably going to be an awful idea, simply because, well, large lasers. So let's put some... I could go for a full PPC loadout, actually. There we go. Light PPCs. Okay, we have 200 out. We have 200. Oh, that's hilarious. Next thing is probably just going to load up on the clan endo steel. Now we have 23 tons to play with. Take out those heat sinks because they are just... You see, clan stuff is just so much better. And then we're going to use a heatsink kit. And now we've bumped up from 42 to 60. And then the reason why you don't want to use clan double heatsinks is because they can't use IS-1s. And of course IS-1s are in very large supply. So next, okay, that 3 tons, 4 tons for 30%. So I have to admit that's probably the best part about it. So heat and efficiency, shut down 100, heat sink 66. Heat sink in 78, so we're now on half. Next thing we're going to use is clan heat bank. So now we can happily alpha strike without immediately destroying my mech. I'm not sure if a heatsink cooling pod will help. It's not going to help much. Right. SRMs probably. 2 SRM damage. I think the old tactic of using the SRM6 and the SRM4 together, because they both do 2 more damage, so we now do 60 and 40, so we do 100 damage with our SRMs alone. And then we'll give them the Artemis loadout, and then like a half loadout or something, I don't mind. So I want missiles.
New equipment available.
Do they have wings? I'm not saying that to be funny, like literally you can get partial wing systems that give your mix far better heating potential than just about anything else. And then we have some stuff open. Do I have a clan? No. Okay, standard SLL suite. You know what, this is going to be a shooty mech. So... Actually no, this is going to be one which is used for spotting. So it's better to put a Bloodhound prone in, and then a Guardian suite, and TTS energy in as well. What else can we put in? Okay, there's not much else really. Lower arm, can we? Yes we can. More arm accuracy is always good. What else do we have? We're going to go to the problem in which the jump jets are going to, in which you're probably going to run out of shit, I don't have any clan heat sinks left. So we have, so that is 17 tons. This is 30. I think we might be better off using the XL400 engine here. Can we? No. Maybe. We might, because... Let's see. Heat sink D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. What if we use ferrofibers? No, that still isn't enough, is it? If only I had something, actually the 313 engine might be more positive, because now we have a lot more stuff installed. So I have so many heat sinks at this point, it's not even funny. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. So we have heat and efficiency of 90 compared to 166 alpha. So it says it has better cooling for PBCs. So 25 heat. Let's see. So we now have a alpha strike of 147, and these do 25 heat. So I add you in, and the alpha strike is now 166. I don't think the game is properly adjusting to the heatsink potential, so we might be able to get away with it. The only question is now is, so 166 cooling palm. It might work, just saying. I mean, if this thing gets hit, it's going to explode, and it's not going to enjoy it. Okay, so we have 2 spaces left for double heat sinks. 1, 2. So we might be better off taking the clan exchanger and instead using some regular ones, simply because they will be more useful. There we go. So we're on 108 heat in efficiency, 146 and 147 alpha. We did our best. Just saying, this is a very energy heavy mech. So we have more than enough SRM firing. Each of our PPCs has better arm accuracy. I just have to wonder, is there anything I can have to cancel out the recoil? Or was the energy there to cancel the recoil? And we have a gyro defense as well, which gives another evasion pip. So 2+ evasion pips, 1+ defense being hit, and stability. So this thing is only going to fall over when somebody decides to drop an avalanche on it or something. And it's going to take 17 days to repair.
Right. I'll
So
get it in the schedule.
we should have it on before the financial report. So we now have time to start replacing everything with the Argon. So training modules, that's not really going to particularly help, but fuck it, I'll put it on anyway.
Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Regarding everything, we have 1, 2,
Ready for
3,
good to
4,
go.
5,
Yes,
6
order.
people. So a standard lance for me consists of 2 people with sensor pods, 2 people with warlord, and then there's an extra backup for each.
Commander,
And so far these
Standing
guys
by.
are very hardy,
Waiting for
they all have
Receiving.
6 injuries, so I don't think they're going to get
I'm
hit that
receiving
much. And then of course I have the 74 kills and a ridiculous number of things. Let's see, can I customize my mech's colours though, because it feels a little bit shit. Okay, I can't turn them around. Is the game suddenly going to break? Okay, I don't think the game will actually let me customize the colours. I've never actually checked reputation before. So we're allied with Clan Diamond Shark. Smoke Jaguar likes me. And we're a 3-star rating on the review board. The local pirate organisation wants me to eat a dick. And that's about it really. I've only really been with the Diamond Shark that much. And we're almost there with the Federated Suns. 22 versus 13. So I think it's only one more mission I need to do with them before I can start doing the good stuff. I just spent an hour in Battletech. I only played one game. This game just really makes you oh, and then got injured as well. Pair of idiots. I think. Okay, let's see. Please tell me it's not 2 people with the same skills. Oh, cool it
Waiting on you,
is. See?
Commander.
That's where the compartmentalization with skills goes.
Yes, sir.
And the Kaiju's
the
ready.
work order you submitted is complete.
Ambush convoy. I will ambush the shit out of the convoy. 4 out of 18s, we've probably got a full lance to deal with, and then other stuff like that as well. So you're a long range mech. Okay, this is probably going to be better off in this category. Stuff as well, and they all have XL engines at this point. I personally speaking, the benefit of an XL engine far outweighs the negatives. The ability to have an engine that goes from being 15 tons, 20 tons to 7 tons and 10 tons is great. It's what rewards having taken on heavy engines like the STD 400s as well. because then you can basically make them workable. Actually, I'm gonna quickly Google what engine the Banshee has. Battletech Banshee. Okay, it has a 380 engine. And in the regular game, the Banshee is a piece of shit. Because so much of its engine weight, well, so much weight of the mech is taken up by the engine that there's very little point to having one.
Command interface initiated.
Are they sure this is the right place to ambush a convoy?
Yes, Commander.
So we can sprint. Well, we can't sprint very far, but we can try.
Affirmative.
I'm glad at least the... So we have 2 crabs and Marauder in an Atlas.
I'm here.
So we now have... I think this is the first time in history of actually playing Battletech that I have a full 400 ton assault lance. Which is pretty nifty.
Commander. On the move. Full speed.
Of course the Marauders goes faster for some reason. What engine do you
You've
have?
got company.
Okay, we're seeing something. Okay, a 70 ton mech. We need to kill that first. I have no idea what the hell a Hector is. Okay, it's a Marauder with something. Okay, it's a primitive chassis, which makes it easier to hit. Primitive. Wow. That's a really shitty mech. Does it have an XL engine? It has a 300 engine. Jesus Christ, the entire thing is literally just taken up with weapons. With engine space. That's horrific.
Got it.
I'd also laugh if this heavy PPC actually took it out as well. Okay, 1 heavy PPC go, and breach, and wow, it actually hit. I'll take it. Also, sorry about the music cutouts, it's simply because of the need to alt-tab. Okay, 75 ton vehicle, 60 ton vehicle, so we have to stop them from reaching that part. To be honest, once they get like there's no way in hell we're going to be able to stop them. So we need to basically sprint past these guys. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to be able to do enough damage to properly go through my mechs. But I think checking what their mechs have is probably going to be a good thing. Okay, you just moved. So you're a Brutus. You're a Blackjack. Okay, so killing you first is probably going to be the best option. Now I think about it, that was probably an awful idea, but we still did a crap ton of damage to it.
Yes, Commander.
And my... Let's see. Damn it. Okay, you know what, killing these mechs first would be a good idea. So I think using Warlord on these guys to boost the accuracy up is probably going to win me. Let's see what we can do to this guy.
Take this.
Oh, critical! Come on!
That hit something good. Yes, Commander.
Okay. Just getting out of this friggin' forest. Okay, now we get to see how much the PPC volley does. We have 3 ER PPCs and 3 lights. And apparently we do 0 heat.
Engaging.
It's like a goddamn rain of lightning. Jesus.
Enemy
Just
down.
poof, and the enemy
Waiting
has
for orders.
died. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to say the same for... Actually, you know what? Now I've taken the ATMs off, I can swap the LRMs on that Marauder and give it the ATMs instead.
Take this.
Nah,
When I shoot you,
it's
you'll
not
take
going
it
as
and
hard
wait.
as I want it to, and those vehicles are definitely going to be able to move. But we should be able to catch them,
Waiting for orders.
and they were reserved for some
Waiting for orders.
inconspicuous reason. So 74% chance. Okay, so if we move to cover, we can hit that Myrmidon.
I've got eyes on the target.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of targets. Okay, you have 680. So hitting you in the rear is probably going to be the battle of today.
Primary target is
No, no. And your stupid Hector needs to... Actually, for now, I'm going to move my front mechs up and ignore the escorts, and then have the ones bringing up the rear, so to speak, focus on the mechs coming behind them. So the Atlas, I think, can finally move up. Oh, it's got too much armor. We've got to focus on the ones we can kill. Like this Myrmidon here. But I think we're actually... Oh, we have so many decisions. So basically, I'm pretty sure like I can have another mech that will go for that Myrmidon. So attacking it with the Atlas is going to be some wasted firepower. But that also means that that Myrmidon's going to get away. Take the SRMs off for now. I'm not even remotely sure how you miss something with, you know, a giant 210mm gun, but whatever. At least we're stripping the armor off of them. And then one of them I think is an LRM carrier. So we gotta prepare for the ridiculous spam. It is, wow, Thunderbolt 5, so it does 20 damage, 20 damage, 20 damage, 20. Okay, that's the one we have to worry about, so we can kill him first, pretty easily. This one's gonna be a bitch, though.
Orders.
So, what if I moved you there? Okay, we can kill the Brutus with the glorious PPC spam. It's a shame I don't have heavy PPCs with this, because if I did, this would be hilarious. Do you like the lightning? Taste it, bitch!
Scratch another target.
That's fucking great. Just... And then here comes the rain. I'm glad that there's no such thing as actual physics in this game, because if you could friendly fire mechs with your guns, I imagine that would make things pretty funny.
Good to go.
This one's all at the back, of course. You really can't shoot anybody? Wow, that's kind of shit. So we can't even actually get this one to fire anything for this turn, but next turn it should be considerably more useful. Yeah, it's fine with me, really. Yeah, the point of all that missile shots going everywhere is... yeah. When are they gonna learn? It's kind of hard to take down 100-ton assault mechs with full armor. I mean, hell, I could go for the structure upgrades that gives you double structure. It's Fucking hilarious. Is he gonna melee me? Oh. How you miss a walking skyscraper like that is beyond me, but oh well. Of course, that missile carrier is gonna fire as well. This is kind of pathetic. It hit once. Once.
Minimal.
Has anyone ever done the math to see how long the enemy actually takes to get to the escort point? Because I literally have no idea. You can hit the Atlas. Oh wow, well done. You hit it once. Congrats. At least we can shoot these vehicles in the rear now.
Commander?
So let's see what we can do now. Okay, it's only 120 on the rear. So ideally we should gonna expose the front armor a bit. And the Atlas is going to be a little way out of the sides, but ultimately this will be a more productive effort rather than waste time.
Roger.
See? Much better than going for the back. I hope that when the vehicles aren't destroyed they lose all the weapons again, if they did, because that would be actually kind of annoying if they did.
Commander.
Okay, there's you at the back, so you can go for that stupid Marauder, who's just annoying me, and then I can get my Kraken to use its Warlord trait next, and it'll go for the Jägermech. Fuck it, I'll fire the AC-10 on this one. It's probably gonna die before anything even happens, but that amuses me. A mech literally just got killed by a bunch of 50 cal rounds. The missile carrier is far more of a threat than the friggin' whatever that is. And they have 3 escorts? Really? I don't particularly understand how that's a... Yes, there's a 100-ton assault lance coming for us. Heavy lance, you're up. Next time I'll use the ATMs.
One for the scrappy.
And then we can finally fire all the glorious PBCs at this stupid Jägermech. Taste the lightning, bitch! I've never actually gotten a chance to have a Jägermech, because by the time I get one, I then get like a Black Knight or something, which is infinitely better. Hey Josh, how you doing? Okay, let's see. So 1 mech left, 1 vehicle.
I'm here.
And a partridge in a pear tree. So how can we best cripple? Oh, a pair of early AC5s. Okay, let's see if we can in fact go for the leg, which has... Let's see if we can just use the large lasers on it. Please tell me you killed the leg. Please. No. No, of course you didn't. That'd be far too much of a convenience, wouldn't it? Oh, I could have blocked the road with the Atlas as well. You hit my Atlas once. Congratulations, you failed to hit the walking skyscraper with a goddamn machine gun.
Commander.
Well, let's screw over the MBT, which is chronically underarmed. That's 60 tons and it has so much armor involved, and yet so little. Oh wait, shoot it.
All weapons, go.
Rip.
Good to go.
God, that's a lot of armor though. It's always so much armor. Okay, let's see. I'd like to take this Jägermech intact. So, using offensive push, target the light laser, and let's see if we can kill it with a small laser.
Engaging with target.
Pew, pew, pew. Or you could just completely destroy the thing otherwise. I don't... Congrats, you got killed by a midget laser. How do you feel?
Waiting for orders.
Can we shoot it now? Yes, we can. I imagine using these is probably going to be it. Please? Thank you.
Time to bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
And we didn't even need to go to the LZ for extraction. How does not going to a pre-designated LZ cost more than simply being picked up? I think that's the logic of how it goes, I'm not sure. And the Federated Sons almost like me. Almost. Unfortunately we didn't get much out of it. An AC5, 15% range bracket. Large lasers, 10%. Why the hell would I even use that? Radio lasers. So that's 160 damage. Thunderbolt missiles never particularly found a useful use, sorry. A couple of heat sinks. There isn't much. I mean, the AC5 could be useful, as well as a ER small laser, which is basically a medium laser, but less prone to having shit happen to it. But this is my problem. There's nothing here I want. I mean, quirk, primitive, easier to hit. What's the point of that? Oh, it does one more. It's just a shitty light laser. There's a bunch of SRM6s, and so an SRM6 is 3 tons. 1 ton. 3 tons. I don't see why you would take them, and then these Thunderbolt missiles I have to wonder why. Why? So this is just some basic ammo here. Oh, you know, I'll just complete the Jägermech actually. Woo, I have a Jägermech. So we're going to repair it and then send it into storage. From what I know, I have Stormcrow, bunch of Bushwhackers, and some heavy mechs lying around in storage. That's only for the rare occasion that I ever do the extended contract missions. That which does not kill you has made a tactical error. Or if it's just stripped all your armor and guns off. Anyway, it might take a while for it to load. Oh, sure. It doesn't take a while for it to load. The moment I say that, it loads in. God, that's annoying.
That mech you wanted is back online.
How Steiner took Terror. Okay then. Okay, let's see what we can do this Jägermech, which is quite beat up. It isn't physically looking bad condition though. So we'll get a rotary AC5 out of it, some more ammo and whatever that's supposed to be. Okay, let's fully armor you up with everything. Actually, could we just refer to defaults please? Okay, it took 12 days to repair you, and then I'll send you to storage.
On it.
The most important part about that is I get an AC5 out of it. Yes, that's good. Assassinate. So standard mission. And then I'm gonna grab something to eat, BRB. Oh. One day, Battletech, you'll be optimized. But apparently it's...
Command interface initiated.
I mean, I know I've got Rotec on, which literally slaps entire gigabytes of data onto it, but geez, it loaded badly even without it.
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush. Be careful, Commander. You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
Okay, reinforcements, support enemy forces, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay. Wow, I picked an all-female one.
I'm receiving you. Commander. Orders.
So, I imagine if we okay, so going down this angle here, so ordering Behemoth to sprint. Might work. I mean, there's a lot of forests for me, which will benefit me more than them. Simply because I'll be able to use my superior range and shit. Don't want to go down now though, that's marsh or something.
Commander. On the move, full speed.
One Krabby Wabby, ha ha ha. Two Krabby Wabby, ha ha ha.
Moving fast.
You know I have such a craving for chocolate, so it's probably the hormones. Probably the hormones.
Standing by.
there's a problem here. If I go through this forest, we'll detect those mechs over there and the supporting forces, and then they'll all come down. So actually going the route of being exposed is probably going to merit more. Wait, really? That's just ground? That's a marshy area if I've ever seen one in my life, and I live in fucking England. There's literally marshes everywhere.
Time to earn our
Ah, there we go. Beautiful.
I've got a sensor lock. Commander. Waiting on you, Commander.
One button, don't worry. Wait, 56% chance to hit all around, really? Hmm. Oh well. It's a 50% chance to hit no matter what I do, and might as well not sprint it so the others can get into firing position.
Tell me what to shoot.
That was a letdown if I've ever seen one in my life. Jesus.
Waiting for orders. Yes, Commander.
Oh yeah, so I've been looking to use this at long range. Hmm. 80% chance to hit all the way. You know, if you could use Warlord and a sensor lock in the same one, this would be freaking monstrous.
Smoked one.
Middle finger all the way. Although that's probably one of the reasons why you shouldn't really take Jaegermechs. The armor is just too light, really, for something good. So I imagine letting the Atlas go here, so at least I'll be able to censor or sight range spot those vehicles is the tactic here. Okay. So this is, I think this is the reinforcement lance. So we'll be able to kill these fucks. Then we go over to get these. And hopefully it's going to be something bigger than the 100-ton assault mech. Because the only assault mech I would want right now that'll be 100 tons is literally like a fucking direwolf. And I don't think those are in yet. Either that or an actual Assis chassis. Because this is just a primitive shit chassis that someone
Commander.
just found.
Orders. Waiting for orders.
So, what can we shoot at? Can we shoot? Okay, we can shoot that vehicle at 75 tons then. I think. That's going to take a while to get here, so we shoot this guy. I have no idea what Ever Puma is. What is that? That's a nasty amount of stuff. 2 LRM-20s? Jesus. It's 20 tons of
Commander?
LRM-20. At least you can shoot him now.
Taking the shot.
Wait. That looks... What is that tank design? Is that a pair of turrets? Fucking hell! Who got them to design vehicles? An architect? It even sounds weird.
Yes, Commander.
So we can shoot it now. The glorious PPC's lightning! Blew off the Artemis, literally. Okay, he's moving up now. So then we'll target him next, and then we'll just push
I
up.
hear ya.
Okay, these aren't the reinforcements. Where are they? Game. That only makes no sense sometimes. Yeah, I'll take anything. We're probably gonna kill it in the first round anyway, but might as well. See? That'll work.
You like that?
That's 50% down, and no shits are being given.
Orders.
For now, I think the pure PPC boat is going to be a better fire support than the LRM boat for now. This is simply because recoil. Like, this is far better equipped to handle recoil than that is. Let's see what's blocking line of sight. Target terrain obstructed. Okay, what if you moved up? Would that help? It does help. God, that's
On the move.
really helpful. I'll take it. Sure.
Locking on.
Lightning, motherfucker! So this is how you basically completely blind people. You just fire lightning guns at them. I mean, this is like normal sight range, and right now he can't see me. We have thrown up smoke and mirrors formed by plasma discharges. Is lightning plasma? I don't know. I'm gonna look at this up now. Lightning. Lightning is an electrostatic discharge that occurs typically during a thunderstorm. There are 4 types of lightning. Oh. Cool. Nature is fucking scary. Okay. Anyway, let's kill over this Marauder. Marauder. Boop, boop, boop.
Reporting critical hit. What can I do for you?
Imagine. There we go.
Got it.
Remember, when there's no obstacles in the way, usually you're better at shooting stuff. Do I want to use the AC-10 though? We have 11 rounds of firing, and after this one we have 10, but we opted to tag him a few times. Fuck it, we'll use it. Ow!
Go.
Jesus, that looked like it hurt.
Bang! You're dead.
I mean, the pilot was injured, like, oh hey, I'm driving my mech. Why is my cockpit in the stratosphere? Let's move up now.
Waiting for orders.
There we go. He's spotted
Moving
doodle.
out.
Okay, we've obviously spotted more than one. 100-ton mech. Did we spot something else? Okay, just that. Take off the AC-20, you don't need to use that now. And I don't think the SRM-6s will hit anything either. Is that a... I think I have one of those. I do have one of those. That's an Alicorn chassis. There we go. Look, Ma, I have an Alicorn as well. I have like 4 of them. Pretty cool, huh? This has 3 AC-10s, I think? Or it can have up to like 3 Gauss rifles or something, or 3 PPCs. Yeah, I'm just putting it out there. I have 4 Alicorns and loads of shit.
Orders.
Okay.
Engaging.
I want to say taste the rainbow, but this is just a shocking way of shooting people, to be honest.
Mover down.
You know a better way to say it. Taste the cocaine.
No.
Yes, Commander.
So we have a 100-ton mech to deal with. Where's the reinforcements though? Hey guys, I need reinforcements. We're on the battlefield. Where are you? Can't spot him just yet.
Good to go.
Sucks. Oh well. It's just a 100-ton mech. As long as it's not something ridiculous like the Gulfzilla, which mounts 5 Gauss rifles, we should be fine. What's the rest of them though? I'm gonna save here. So, right.
Commander. Receiving you.
Oh, joy, we can't even go up there. That's a bummer. Please tell me I actually had jump jets installed and then just realised it just now. Do I? Left leg. Oh, I do have a jump jet, so I could have just jumped over. It's fucking annoying.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see if you can sprint your way up there. Oh, I do say sprint. If you mix Skittles and Moonish and Moonshine, are you tasting the rainbow and the white lightning? You know, Janet, I actually don't want to think of that. Please don't put these ridiculous thoughts into my head.
Yes, Commander.
Let's form everything up first. Hide the Atlas behind a rook. You know what I've always found to be fun? Why has nobody ever
Waiting on you, Commander.
configured additional engines to put in battle mechs? I mean, there's literally enough space for an engine to be, like, XL engines are basically an engine that's more bulky but lighter that protrudes into the inner torsos. So why not have a standard torso engine that you make into an XL engine, but instead you combine 2 smaller fusion engines in there as well, and then you can have something that literally just doesn't give a shit about heat dissipation anymore, because you literally have a giant heat sink.
Acknowledged.
Or is that far too much sense for the Battletech? It's probably far too much sense for the Battletech. That's actually. Finally, we can see what this is.
Got a lot.
Oh, it's a Marauder. Wow, I am. 2 heavy PPCs and Ultra 20. That's gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. Right.
Orders.
Righto.
Pulling off.
So, the vast majority of my alliance isn't going to be able to get there in time. But I think we have a reasonable chance at engaging this guy now.
I'm here.
Ooh, that's pretty nifty. Could we get this guy
What can I do
with
for you?
tag as well? So,
Moving out.
I have this feeling that if I hit him with tag rounds and everything, might be able to literally just blow his head off.
Primary target damage, Commander.
There we go. He's been tagged.
Commander.
So let's just step out, activate Warlord, and aim for the head. It's risky, but if we can put this guy down now. Headshot! The pilot was incinerated rather than, you know, actually
Standing by.
blown apart, but
Aye.
yeah, worse things have happened. Figures, where's the rest of the reinforcements though?
Yes, Commander.
I don't know, we got most of the map covered with sensor range, so where the fuck are they? I don't know.
What's up, boss?
Oh, there's the reinforcement. They've just been hiding there the entire time.
Coordinates received.
There we go. So, a vehicle. Wow, I'm blind. I literally didn't see that.
Waiting for orders.
Retarded us now.
Commander.
Okay, you won't be able to shoot anything for now,
Copy that.
but can we sense lock something? The answer is no. Okay. Might want to get like a Beagle active probe on
Orders.
something. I might actually be able to mount those ATMs in place of the LRMs and mount the Beagle active probe on something. What's the LRM boat? Okay, this is the LRM boat. We can definitely mount the Beagle active probe on.
I'm here.
At the very least, we'll at least have like 3 tons spare because the ATMs, I think they weigh less, and we won't be able, and we won't need as much ammo either. The downside is that we'll lose 1 point of accuracy, but well, we'll be able to spam on missiles, and each one will hurt more. Let's go down here then. Okay, that's all of them spotted. What have we got to deal with? So, vehicle, vehicle, vehicle. Wow, that's boring. It's just a bunch of light vehicles. This is supposed to be a 4-star mission. Where's the fucking difficulty in this?
Yes, Commander.
Anyway, advance, sensor lock, and whatever else is supposed to happen, really. Which one will you be able to shoot at? Let's go for the 95-ton vehicle, see what we're up against. Okay, that's a Puma 2. Does that have the same element? Wow, that's really shitty.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, we can't aim from cover, but we should be able to position ourselves so we can't see me. As well as the fact we're using a heavy PPC here, so we should be able to kill off its sensors. I mean, that will work. Can we? Yes, we can.
Understood.
I mean, eventually you're able to just break the game if you have like tag lasers installed everywhere. In fact, I should probably install tag lasers on my Kingcrab when I get the chance. Is it dead yet?
I think I hit something.
Thank you.
Waiting for orders. Roger, skipper. Kicking in. Standing by. Commander.
Do I need to sensor lock things again? Yes, I do. Right.
Waiting for orders. Orders.
I don't think the kaiju will be able to get within range of things this time, so we'll use that to sensor lock things. This is a lot of footage. I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised, because normally on like most assassination maps and stuff, when the enemy gets the reinforcements, they kind of like clump them together, and it becomes not a 1 versus, not like a 4 versus 5, but like a 4 versus fucking 10 or 11 sometimes.
Sensors locked on.
Let's see, what the hell is that? Oh. Really? There's light mechs with a bigger punch than you, mate.
Commander.
Let's see where the Atlas goes. Yes. right there, beautiful. I don't think I'll be able to hit anything with the AC-20. Can we use the Warlord trait? We can use the Warlord trait. Look at that, it's beautiful.
Alright.
Please hit. Thank you. Almost.
Commander.
Can you sprint anymore? Yeah, we can. There we go.
Affirmative.
Now I think about it, using the Kingcrab would be a better idea because I'll be able to spot and use the sensor lab of the Marauder. But oh well, it doesn't matter. There's no time frame for
Engaging target.
oh well, unlike fucking Valkyrie Chronicles, which is basically based on scout vision.
That game is basically Sickably at
Reporting vehicle destroyed. Waiting for
I mean,
orders.
it's a fun game and really fun to play. It's just the scout rushing part for the highest medals really kills it for me. Hey Janet, how's the doggies doing today? To my body, it's like 11 o'clock already. And yeah. Okay, just got the server stuff done. That's all good.
Yes, Commander.
Right, let's see if we can
Commander.
punch the crap out of something for now. I want to sensor lock that other vehicle, and then hopefully we can get them both on the same turn. So that's a hunter with basically nothing, and that's a 60 ton.
Got a lock.
Okay, a bulldog. That's cute.
Standing
Can
by.
you shoot anything? No, you can't. 80% chance with AC-20s? Really? Jesus. Just take off the medium pulse laser.
All right.
The kill just with the AC-20s alone, Jesus. That's why you use them. That's probably why they don't have them in the original game. Because, shit would go down.
Vehicle down.
Okay, that's one down. Next
Standing by.
is the
I hear ya.
something. Can we shoot you? No, we're gonna have to literally just sprint. Really?
Receiving you.
That's a bit of a dent. Oh well, we'll just use the LRMs instead.
I am.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your dog, Janet. Poor Sally. Give Sally hugs from me because Sally's a
Good to go.
adorable little fluffer. You sure you can't hit it? Really? How? Oh, it's hidden behind it. The thing.
Pedal to the metal.
Please tell me we can't shoot from beyond the barrier. Are you gonna move?
Waiting for orders.
No, of course you're not.
Orders.
Okay, looks like
Yes, Commander.
alarms.
Orders.
Okay, that sucks. So if I was just using ballistic weapons only, or energy weapons, we wouldn't have any. The enemy is stuck.
Good to go.
And we'll finish the enemy off with LRMs. Is it dead yet? Thank you.
Vehicle.
Mission.
Okay, we finally got some employment with the Federated Suns. That's good. Ooh, heavy PPC, that's always good. Bunch of pulse lasers. Ultra 20, I was taking Ultra 20. Bunch of exchanges. Shit, we don't need. That's a really decent haul actually. So basically the only reason why Sally likes it is because there's a treat involved. Okay. Anyway, we've been done for about 2 hours, guys. I thought I was going to be more awake, but to be honest, I'm kind of falling asleep here. So we're going to quickly figure out what next to do, and then I'm going to call it a night. If the game loads, that is. Or I could actually get around selling some of that excess equipment I've got.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
It's like with the dog. I don't want to do this. There's a treat involved. I want to do it. So I'm just going to sell all the shitty weapons I have. Let's see. So let's see. What do? You do. You're pretty cool. AC5 prototype. Why would I have you? That's pretty cool. AC10. -1 accuracy. No point. You have a record of 3. Okay, there's no point having you either. AC20, record of 2. Record of 2, the Devils. Okay, that's 666 carved on the side. I don't really give a shit about you, to be honest. Let's focus on sending ballistic weapons for now. Okay, silver bullet Gauss. It's a Gauss rifle that's basically useless, so no point. Let's sell the rotary AC5, Ultra Clan, rotary AC2, which isn't one. Cool, that's you. Anything else we can sell here? LBX weapons. No. Just not worth it. At the very least, we'll be able to at least get some stuff sorted. Personally, I usually go for light and heavy rifles simply because of the tonnage, which I think is rather good. Okay, now we can sell the shitty stuff. Bombast laser, you know what, I've never used this, but I'll keep it anyway. This is pretty useful. This is prototype. 6 additional base damage. Where the hell would I even have you? Prototype PBC. No. Flamer, I don't need any freaking flamers. Prototype Flamer, I literally don't care about you. PPC, large laser. Why would I bother? Basic prototype. Nope. Another medium laser. Why would... I mean, it feels like half a ton maybe, but that's just... What's the point? PPC, 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 PPC. Okay, missiles. Okay, straight off the bat, rocket launches, I am not even going to bother. At best, it's a weird one-shot weapon. I'll keep the prototype one though. 1115 prototype, no. Do I need these many LRM-20s? Probably not. Don't need you either, you cost too much. MRM weapons, don't need you either, to be honest. Let's see. Rocket launcher. Wow, we'll be back up to 10 million soon. And then of course a rocket launcher 20 as well. Actually we can sell the Thunderbolts too. Thunderbolts are unfortunately not go, in fact Thunderbolts are gone. Don't particularly want an SRM6 prototype either. Simply because of the divergence. Rocket launcher 20. And the rocket launcher 15 can go too. Okay, equipment wise, you know what? We made 10 million out of it. That's a pretty decent haul. Okay, Kingcrab. Was it this one with the? Okay, it wasn't this one. It was the replacement for the Highlander. This was the one with the LRMs. Okay, this is the one with the LRMs. So... when the going gets tough, the tough call for close air support. I agree with this statement. So if we take out you and... damn it, the ATMs can't use Artemis. Oh shit, really? Damn it. I was... okay, we'll need to use them with something else then. I was hoping to be able to use them to go with the Artemis system, but... oh well. Let's see if we can swap you out for something. Put a heavy PPC installed or something. Hmm. 10 tons. Let's see. Could I in fact replace you with a heavy? That's 100 damage, and you know what, those would actually be better. I mean, if I could load like 2 PPCs installed, that would be fine. But no. Oh. Okay, I can't use you. So basically we want the regular one. So basically after all of that, there's nothing I can really use it on. That's a bit shit. Or could I maybe take my Atlas out? So many choices. So if I took the SRMs, that's 5 tons, 6 tons, 7 tons. What do I have for 7 tons here? Okay, a PPC is 10 tons. Yeah, for now, unless I really wanted to completely revamp my Alders into something else, there's not much, really. Oh well. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you all later. But I'm probably gonna fall asleep for now. So take care, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Armored Warfare. You know, the usual try-house doing when I rage and bitch and everything. I was hoping to go for another hour, but I'm just fucking gonna drop off here. Yeah. Socially fucked today. Of course, I got my birthday on Saturday, so we've got that looked forward to. Probably stream Valkyrie Chronicles them or something. I'm not sure. And of course, we've got the stream goal for tomorrow. But if I want to save up for my birthday goal, I'd rather do that. So, take care, everyone, and I'm probably just going to play a game or two and then just drop off. So, thanks for coming, guys. See you all later. Bye.